Nate Fox from Sucker Punch Studios. I think he did a interview with PlayStation Access people where he had an interesting takes on why Sony PlayStation exclusives have been mostly very well received. And this is the take that I haven't really heard before.
One of the things that's very interesting about PlayStation producers that I've learned is that their method for dealing with game development teams started from an experience of dealing with rock bands from Sony Music. So they were used to saying, well, these developers are going to be a little eccentric. We need to support that because that's where the art comes from. That seed of experience for music, I think, is what helps PlayStation games be so alive, because the studios are really treated as artists, and that means they're going to do some weird stuff.
Interesting take, mostly because this is something that I have actually never have heard anyone say in this angle. We tend to treat games as art. You know, video games, we always especially if you're a gamer, you always defend the video game you're playing as art, right? And they are an art. It's a form of art, and we're very quick to come to get that conclusion about video games, which is not wrong, it is right. But we tend to forget that the artists involved in the gaming development are the developers. They are the artists of these games. So why not treat them as artists? I feel like that's something that's missing in the gaming industry and gaming development specifically. At this time, it kind of makes sense that, you know, developers should be treated as artists in terms of gaming development. If you treat them as artists, then they're going to be able to really, you know, spread their wings in terms of creativity and actually do the things that they want, and that'll make the game be a better piece. I mean, duh. It's one of those things that you know to be true when someone says it out loud, but you don't really think about, and it's such a obvious moment. Breath of fresh air to hear that this has been the approach mostly PlayStation has taken. I mean, we don't like to talk about Concord. I don't think that this is the case across all the studios in PlayStation, under PlayStation wing. It seems like most of the good games, why they're coming out of PlayStation and they mostly seems to be pretty solid, is because they are allowed for their creative freedom. I thought it was a very interesting take. The whole artist angle, the fact that these Sony producers and directors that are in the gaming studios mostly have come from Sony that worked on, you know, music. That's not something I really heard or knew before now. So I thought that was really interesting. Let me know what you guys think.